Do you know what I mean when I say hip extension and why it really matters? Hip extension is actually getting your knee to travel behind your butt. So bringing my hip from a flexed position to a more extended position is extending the hip, but we're talking about improving your actual time and abilities with the knee behind your glute. If you're missing hip extension, it may be the root of why you're having back pain, knee pain, hip pain, groin pain, calf pain. But why is your hip extension so shitty? Let's take a look at your day. Sitting at your desk, flexion. Riding a bike, flexion. Sitting for all your meals, guess what? Flexion. More flexion. Most training activities are, you guessed it, flexion. It's not hip extension, it's hip flexions. You can't expect to have great hip extension if you're in a flexed hip position all day long, because what are you practicing? Hip flexion. And let's be honest, you're great at it. For starters, make sure you're spending time with the hip in extension during your warm-ups. If you're not actually training hip extension today, at least throw in some isometrics. If you're not ready to train hip extension in your training, at least put some hip into extension during some of your warm-up sets. And if you're gonna start to do rear foot elevated split squats, take that knee, put it behind your hip. So 2 pieces of homework. One, look through this week's programming and ask yourself, how much time did I actually load this hip from knee behind my butt? Second, go to the Ready State app and take the hip extension test and let us know how you did.